finally here. I'm just hours away from getting Jedi Training Rey. I've been waiting so long for this and farming like crazy to prepare for Rey, and I am ready. But it occurred to me the other day, I was like, oh, I've done so much to get Rey, but I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'll get her, but gosh, then I gotta like gear her up. And you know, what do I need? Do I have the gear to do it? So I made this guide. It's in a spreadsheet, and it tells me everything I need to know about getting Rey up to gear level 12. And I'm going to show you this guide. And there's actually some gear that you can't get from farming levels. So I'm going to tell you what gear that is, and just overall what some of the toughest gear is, so that you can start farming for Rey, and it won't be like a big surprise as you go through each gear level what you're going to need. And so you don't accidentally use some gear you're going to need for Jedi Training Rey later if you get her like I'm about to in the coming hours. Super exciting. So here we go. So I've got this spreadsheet here. Let me just take Rey off the screen. So this is the document I made, right? So first thing you need to know is I went to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.gg. Okay, I have my profile synced to this site, and if you go there, you can just type. You don't have to have your profile synced to the site, but I went to Rey Jedi Training, and there's two key things I looked at here. First, you could see full gear list. This tells you absolutely everything that Jedi Training Rey needs to be maxed out and have all the gear that she can get through level 12. Now, it's sorted by amount of gear needed, so you can see 250 Carbonti sensor array salvages. Everybody needs those darn things. And you know, plenty of stun gun prototype salvages all the way down. Now the other thing that's important on this website are the gear levels. The gear levels tell you when she's going to need that gear. Although it's a little confusing because there are some things on this page that don't directly appear on this page. They appear as sort of sub pieces. So it's a little tricky to find, but you don't have to worry about that. And the other thing that's tricky too is like some of this gear, like these 250 Carbontis, aren't all needed in one place. They're needed at different gear tiers. Again, I figured all that out for you, and so I'm going to show you now what I put together from this website and just some poking around in the game. So this is the spreadsheet I developed. You can see here's all the gear here. If I sort it by total, this is everything that was on that website. Here are the Carbontis at the top, 250. They're the stun guns, 150. What I did was I figured out, okay, how much do I have? So I went through and there's like 80 some odd pieces of gear, that almost 80 that she needs. And so I went through and I figured out like how many pieces of these things do I have. And some of them I have thousands. Like look, I have like over 3,000 of these. I'm good. But then there's other things that, you know, I have like almost none of. So, and I've been making some progress over the last few days, but I really wanted to share this with you because I think it might be useful. So you can see that there's some gear. I put at the top here gear that, let me sort by this. I put some gear here at the top that I think is probably the hardest or the least likely that you'll have. And I think that's the case because it's the gear that I don't have the most of, and I'm a free-to-play player. So if I don't have it, you might not have it either. You might be a little low on it. Depends on what other characters you've leveled up. You probably haven't leveled up the same exact characters that I have, but still, the things that I have a ton of, you probably have a ton of, and the things I don't have a ton of, you probably don't either. So I think this top part of the guide can be pretty useful for you as well, especially through this section here that I'm scrolling at. The rest of the stuff, I don't think you'll need. Like I have 85 times the amount of that I need. I have 15 times what I need, so you probably have plenty of that. Although, again, if you go to swgoh.gg, you can click on all this. It'll tell you where to get this gear. So, like, here are where are those, here are those Carbontis again, right? If you're on swgoh.gg and you are on the full gear list, you click on it, tells you right here where you can get all of those. Okay, so actually, how did I figure out just how much gear I had? Like, how did I know that, you know, I had 201 of these Carbonti sensor array salvages? Well, so again, you in swgoh.gg, it tells you where the gear is. So here I am, I clicked on it, right? The cheapest place to go is 6G, but I can click on any of these. All I need to do is go in the game. Then once I'm in the game, right, so here I am in the game, and I'm gonna go right to Dark Side Battles 6G, for example. And after recent updates, all you need to do is tap on it. So there's Carbanti sitting there first, and I click on it, and bam, I have 201. Right, so that's how I inputted that. What I put in my spreadsheet for those gear is where's the cheapest place to get it. Now, the thing is, though, the cheapest level might not be the best level, because there might be, so maybe something that is at a higher level is something that you need. So let's say light side 8C hard, right? That's gonna cost you more. That's normal. Hang on. So let's see. Let's say you need Snow Trooper, right? Then you're gonna want to get your Carbantis there too, at least some of them, because you're getting a twofer. You're getting a character you need and Carbantis, or maybe you need another piece of gear that's there as well. So I put the cheapest in the spreadsheet, but the cheapest might not be the best for you. That's why sometimes it's good just to like go here, click on the gear that you need, kind of see where it is, and if there's anything else that you need there. But I put these here, and they've been really helpful for me so far. And when I'm in the stores and things like that, when I'm in Shipments, when I'm in the guild events store, in the guild store, and I'm looking at stuff, like I just go right back here and say, is this on the list of stuff I need? Yes, okay, then I'm buying it. No, if not, I'm saving my currency, because right now I'm all about gearing up Rey as soon as I get her. So I think this might be handy for you as well. One of the things that I really, and again, I did all this teasing out for you. So like, here's the Carbanti breakdown. You need 100 at gear 8, you need 50 at gear 9, you need 100 at gear 11. That's a little trickier to find, actually, but I did all that for you. Now, there are some things that you click on. So like, let's say these Mark 8 security scanner salvages, okay? So Mark 8 security scanner salvages, let's find that. So here they are. You click on them, and it doesn't tell you where to get them, right? And so then you click, all right, yeah, used for the Mark 8 Nubian security. Okay, well, where's that? Okay, well, that's used for the Mark 12 Armatech multi-tool. Okay, well, where's that? I was like, so basically what this means is you can't farm this. But what I did was I went in the game, right? So I said, okay, ultimately that is those pieces get put together in this Mark 12 Armatech multi-tool. Who needs that? And then I looked at characters that I already have who are at gear 12 who need it, so like Wampa. So if I go into the game, which I have open here as well, right, and I want to go into characters, and then I went to Wampa, and you can see what was the Armatech multi-tool. Okay, so that's the bayonet. So here it is, Mark 12 Armatech multi-tool. Here is the Nubian security scanner, and here is the Nubian security scanner salvage. So that's how I found out how many of those I had, 31, right? So then I put that in my spreadsheet, and then I clicked find, and look, it's in Shipments, it's in the Sith Raid, and you might get it, sometimes you might get it in Territory Wars. And so that's why in the document here, and actually, it didn't say Shipments because it wasn't in Shipments when I checked, because that sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. So that's why I put a little note at the top that said, if it says none below, meaning you can't farm it from light side or dark side battles, also check Shipments. So if it was in Shipments when I looked it up, I listed it here. If it wasn't, doesn't mean it never is. So check Shipments. Some of these things drop in Bronzeums as well. And again, a lot of these drop with the raids, but it's pretty random. But what I really want to do is filter out all the ones here that say none, because those are ones you cannot farm. So when you see them in Shipments, or when you get them from a raid or Territory Wars, you need to keep them, or you're going to run into some trouble with Rey. And in fact, as early as gear 8, these Mark 5 Fusion Furnace salvages, fortunately I have a bunch of those, but you can get stuck at gear 8 and you can't farm those potentially, and there's a bunch at gear 10. In fact, I don't have enough of these Mark 6 Design Tech salvages, And so I gotta cross my fingers and hope I see them in shipments, or I get them from one of the raids, or I'm just gonna be stuck at gear 10. So these are things you definitely don't want to use on other characters if you're getting Jedi Training Rey, or you already have her, you don't have her at gear 10, although you probably do, and if you got her last time. But you know, this will help you to look for the things you need and not sell or use the things you need for Rey. So that's what this spreadsheet is helping me do a lot, and this is how I'm approaching gearing her up. So you can see I still need a few hundred pieces of gear for her to get to gear 12, but I'm making really good progress thanks to this spreadsheet that I made. It was a pain in the ass. I had to type all of this out. These are all hyperlinked, so you can see they all go to swgoh.gg. They go right to those gear pages, and then I had to, like I said, split all of this out into the gear tiers, and then I had to take the gear that was harder to get, that was less likely for people to have, or at least from what I could tell, and then do all of this clicking around in the game in some cases to find where these things were. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, but I did it because I knew it would be useful for me, and I figured it'd be useful for you as well. So it's here in the video. I'm just gonna scroll slowly so you can see the last couple lines here. If you want me to post this, I've been meaning to get my website up and running. There's a link in my YouTube channel. You see the website's not up right now, but I want to get my website up really soon. If you actually want the spreadsheet itself, I would be amenable to posting it for you if you want it. So tell me in the comments if you want this spreadsheet, and also tell me if you want me to make more. So I'm thinking that I could make this for the other special event, you know, big high profile characters like Commander Luke, like BB-8, like R2, like Thrawn, like Yoda, like Palpatine, you know, all those characters that you can only get once in a while through a big event. You know, this can help you even save up gear for those. Like, you know, let's say you haven't gotten Thrawn yet, you want to get Thrawn the next event. What gear do you want to save for Thrawn? What gear do you want to buy for Thrawn, etc.? Farm for Thrawn. Like, you could be ready to gear them right up with a guide like this. So let me know what else would be useful for you. I have all of those characters now, and I will once I get Rey, but I know some of you probably still don't, especially if you're a newer player. You haven't been playing since 2015 like I have, and I've been scrounging for 2.5 years since I'm free to play. So, you know, let me know if you want those. Just put it in the comments. Say, yes, I want this spreadsheet, or nah, it's fine, I see it on the screen, or yeah, this one is great, but I really want Commander Luke's or Thrawn's or whatever. And I will prioritize getting that website up, posting this, and making those other ones for you if I get enough of a response. So hope you find this to be a useful tool, and I would be happy to make some more for you. So, and once again, super freaking psyched that Jedi Training Rey is coming. Yes, yes, hell yes. And yeah, I'm just super freaking psyched. So see you at the cantina.